Prime Minister Rakana Rugunda, of course, clarifying about the black flies in northern Uganda.
In the agriculture sector, as we heard, forward farmers in West Nile are stranded with produce due to lack of market.
Now, that is in Nebbi district. The farmers there are threatening to abandon tea growing after they are failing sell the harvested precuts, and in Maracha, the youth have also failed to sell the seedlings. Our reporter Philip Aguta is in that region and brought us this report.
And the unweeded tea plantation is a common sight of hilly slopes of Zombo district. The tea has failed to form a table for serious harvesting. Over 400 farmers seems to have abandoned the plantations due to lack of motivation caused by lack of market for harvested tea.
People many times when we go for sensitization, mobilization of farmers, they would ask us, you are telling us to grow tea. Where are we going to sell it? Where is the factory? Those are the questions that they have been answered, they have been asking us.
In order to make this one to be fulfilled and not to leave this one in the bush, market is supposed to be provided here so that people can also get to know.
Government introduced tea project in Zombo in 2013 after the paramount king of Alul requested it as a means to kick out poverty in the district.
When the suppliers came on the ground to supply tea to farmers, tea was supplied in November. And you know, all over the country, November, when you reach November, we are heading towards dry season.
Actually, more skills, more skillful laborers are needed in order to help these people and guide them to control and to manage this thing very well.
As an effort to revive this process, around the time of NUSAF 3, we were able to identify some few groups up to around 10, each with around 20 acres, which we thought once supported will give us up to 200 acres of tea, because then the challenge was maintaining the tea, since OWC was providing the seedlings but had no money for opening the gardens and maintaining the tea. These groups have been formed and they have been successfully facilitated. But all the same, the tea that they have planted has been properly maintained for 1 year, and as we move today in the fields, we realize that the tea is also getting back to the bush.
The Director, Manifesto Implementation Unit from Office of the President, proposes training for farmers to handle tea growing.
It looks like the community was not properly prepared and not properly mobilized to take up this adventure. If it did, then along the way, there was lack of follow-up to continue encouraging the farmers who had taken up the project.
A similar challenge of lack of market was also raised by farmers in Maracha under Youth Livelihood Program, and their seedlings are maturing on the nursery bed. They want Operation Wealth Creation to make them suppliers of the seedlings in the district.
Let them look for us a market. Even if they could give for us a supply to supply Maracha district, we can do. As I talk right now, we have more than 10,000 seedlings with us. Others are here, others are at home. If it's possible, if they can give supply to us to supply Maracha district, we can do that.
I urge my fellow colleagues, the CAO and the CDO, to make sure that these people are linked to the market, especially those who from OWC who are purchasing some of these seedlings.
The officials, however, say the districts are on the right track in the manifesto implementation with over 80% performance. Best performed sectors are education, health, livelihood project, and roads. For UBC TV News, I am Philip Aguta in Zombo.
Come from Zombo, the Equal Opportunity Commission has received 6 vehicles from European Union in support of gender and equity planning plus budgeting in the country.
Now, the new fleet will boost the Commission's processes in reaching out to government ministries and departments, as we hear in this report.